everybody, it's Anna. Time for our final card in this week's tarot story. Today we have the Ace of Swords. So this is a repeat from last week as well. The King of Wands we had yesterday was from last week, and now the Ace of Swords is from last week. So as I said last week, the Ace is the seed card in the tarot. It's about starting something new, the beginnings of something new. The swords are connected to the mind. They're about ideas, beliefs, constructs, identities, the way we make meaning of the world. So when the Ace of Swords shows up, it suggests to me the mind is starting a new path of understanding, a new paradigm, a new construct to make sense of how we move in the world. This made sense to me last week, and it makes sense to me this week because this week we've had a lot of challenging cards about letting our heart move into the world and kind of owning what's blocking us from that, like letting ourselves be seen and be lit up and on fire. And those are all really good things, but they're kind of energetically located in the heart and the body. Right? So the mind often gets left behind when we are moving from the heart or the body. In fact, most creative intuitives that I know, that I work with, they find their wisdom either in the heart or the body. And that means the mind is doesn't quite speak that language. So it's important to recognize that as we flow forward in our expressing ourselves and kind of getting our flow moving and letting our heart talk, the mind is getting a little left behind. So it's important to let the mind tell the story, change its story, or tell a new story that includes what we are doing. So if the mind has a story, for example, of I need to be careful, the world's sort of dangerous, it's sort of scary, I need to hide myself. That's often a story the mind will hold, right? Well, this week we're talking about sharing the heart, being seen, being lit up, letting people, owning our own power and letting people see that. So the new story, the mind needs to work on a new story. It's not that I'm very small and I'm endangered, but rather I'm on fire, I'm lit up, I am attractive and charismatic, and I have so much to offer the world. The world is so blessed when I move into my bigness and my greatness and my flow, my passion. So we want the mind to look at what you've been doing, to look at the story you are weaving, and write a paradigm, write a story that matches that, and also let go of the stories that are conflicting with that. So this card can encourage us to begin to do that mental work. You need to be able to put into meaning what you are doing. That doesn't mean you do it when you're in the middle of creation. You can't always do that, right? So when you're creating something, you're in the flow. You may not really know what you're doing, but later you have to come back and tell the story. Otherwise, the mind gets left behind, it gets confused, and it can't really ally with you in moving forward. And we need the mind to grow as well. Even if it's a little behind, it still needs to be caught up. So pay attention to where your mind may be struggling right now. It's a new thing. It doesn't know what to make of it. Give your mind a chance to chew on that, to ask what else is possible. What new story are we writing? And challenge your mind to start writing the new story. See you next time for our next tarot story. Bye.